Good evening once again, and welcome to another exciting edition of the Echep TalkParty. And as always, we bring your way amazing artists. And tonight we have one that words can barely describe, because she herself is word personified. Yeah, and she's one of the Halakasa's finest. So we have Ethelyn Echep in the building tonight. No, I beg, let me address. All right, Ethelyn Echep. Yes. The last time she was here, she was Ethelyn Echep, but now status don't change. She's Dr. Ethelyn Echep. So, Doc, welcome to the Halakasa.
Thank you.
Okay, yes. Nice. So how have you been?
Oh, I've been good. Very well, thank you.
Nice. All right, so let me welcome a few guests and let the show begin.
I'm a guest.
So a million salutes to my brother from West Oakland to Ghana. To all of you. All right, so let me start off by reading her bio and we just zoom into the performances straight up. Noble Echep is an who has she's a poet and societal retractions. She's a versatile writer, uses poetry to advocate for food safety, sustainable environments, women, and to shed light on the importance of mental health. Nice. So that's Noble Echep. Yes, and also the short we have another special person joining the guest. Yes. So she is Stephanie. So Stephanie is also in the house tonight. So I'll cover to all of you. All right, nice. So Ethelyn Echep, please share with us your first piece and let the party begin. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. My first piece is titled Shreds. The sounds continue, though we've been pleading for a change. Shreds of our pieces scattered all across the streets, ruins. A new picture of a once beautiful home, dusty clouds with a smell of blood rains trail every path. My heart is sunken, as with every feed taste to the ground, my body has become my enemy as it rips pieces of my flesh for a day's meal. Shreds and the echoes of laughter and the vibrant street energy has disappeared from our thoughts. Children and adults alike scouting through dry bones and decay for a bite. We ain't scared no more. The gunshots have become meditative sounds, a music of joy on the saddest days, ruins of my once beautiful home. We sing the songs of lost sons and our broken daughters, torn apart as apparels for war villains, satisfying their urges for the games. She's lost her voice, and her stares are like a bedazzled demon. All hope seems lost as we wait for the last daylight to burn in our wounds. Even the sun is shy of our pieces, lost behind the heavy sigh that covered the sky. Ruins, shreds, pieces of our once tomorrow lay scarred in the shadows of our memories. We are scrapped to the last remains, wishing for the rains to clear the blood skies and give us hope again. The winds of change have swept even through our villains' backyards, and while we ride anthems of a new dawn and tomorrow called today, we remember the tales of our grinds and turmoil for a revolution. Today we sing glory to the gold birthed from the fires of our woes, because in our pain is a seemingly satisfying growth of a new world.
Shreds, she calls it. You know, one thing I love about Ethelyn Echep is how she titles her pieces. Classic, and she's such a brilliant talent. So why Shreds? What led to the writing of Shreds? And I must say it's quite epic.
I think for Shreds, I was trying to paint a picture of my country, particularly the Anglophone regions, which was, once a happy place. And now everybody seems to be moving out. Everybody's running away. If you don't know, there's been, I don't know if it's a socio-political crisis or an economic crisis in Cameroon since 2016. And a lot of people have died, especially young people. And over the years, it hasn't really gotten better. Every time you open the news, it's something bad or the other. And there's lots of stories of armies raping young girls and burning people's homes and stuff. So I was trying to, paint this kind of picture. And in that, through our pain, sometimes comes the most beautiful growth that I would ever experience.
Please repeat that line again.
Yeah, that through our pain comes the most beautiful growth we'll ever experience.
And please, ladies and gentlemen, get your pen and pads ready because a doctor is in the house. Exuding such.
I'm writing.
So please, let's get interactive. Keep see what is. Yeah, man. Yes. So from Mama Kida, I think it's a line from the piece. He has lost her voice, and Ni Obi sensing fiery emojis, and Mama Kida again goes. If Mama Kida writes this about you, man, see, even if you don't perform the whole year, see, you're still covered. She says, my favorite poet in 2022.
She's so amazing.
You are all true. And I'm not surprised at all because Mama Kida comes from a place of death. So when she, real recognizes real. So when she passes such a comment, it's no mean comment. Wow, nice. All right, so keep the comments coming through and keep the love still going. So Shreds, she calls it. And amazing how she paints she paints such a gloomy picture in beautiful brushes, and that's Ethelyn Echep for you. All right, so let's move on to the next piece and let's see what she has up her sleeves.
Hey.
Yeah, so please want to share the link also across board.
So my next piece is titled In the Shadows. There are some faces I'll never see, like my ancestors of the dead past ages or the hands that wrap around me every night. My son reminds me every day of the lustrous appearance of my greatest wish. And I imagined every moment if he figured I'd want to know. My mother laughs at his jokes and marvels at his eloquence as he rattles every line of his leadership speech. I lay still but follow the clear laughter and shape of the hands that always hold. I imagine he knew, but sometimes I'm mute, often confused for a dumb. But because I speak even louder and sharply, I prefer the silent spaces. So I can imagine the face again of my ancestors in the voice of my little boy, keeping the air alive and choking my mother with laughter. It's a corridor of enchanting shadows that lay open with the sound of a child, blessing the land and our steps with the bounties of yesterday. In this version of remembrance, I am a granddaughter of the dead old past, never once introduced, but imagined to have lived a minute after my birth. The painful stare on her fading face keeps me lurking in these shadows, living every dream and plan she had carved out for me. As with her fading face, so was everything about me on the day of her pain. My mother still remembers, and so I come alive. And in every minute, I remember I had a son whose face I'll never see.
It's always mesmerizing the way you tell your stories. And I'm tempted to ask this question. Do you come from a long chain of storytellers? Were your ancestors storytellers? Tell us a bit about your family.
I know my dad was an English teacher before he became a bursar for secondary schools. Storytelling, not really. Not that I know of. but I do like to tell stories. I remember writing my first book when I was 14. Yeah, I do like to tell stories. So
and it's beautiful the way you tell it. Not only the English, you can't take that away from you, but also your voice, your pitches and all. Did you study this or it comes to you naturally?
I did not. I never studied literature or anything. I think I ended literature when I was in Form 3. That's it. I've never studied anything. I think writing is a space for me to express myself. You know, so I would say it comes naturally.
Wow. Such beauty. All right. So if you just joined us, let me give a few shout outs to those who just joined. I see my brother Joel Brian. I also see, oh, who just left? No, Peter Sensation is still in the building. Peter Sensation, yeah. We miss you already. Yeah, man. All right. So please remain muted so we can have the guest full glare. All right. So how has Halakasa been for you? Because you joined the Halakasa somewhere around the same time last year, right?
Yeah.
That was right. So 1 year down the line, tell us the experience.
I think, you know, I'm very grateful to Ehalakasa. I'm very grateful to Nati Ogli, to you particularly, and Seblanc and Efumwa. And, you know, these people I'm mentioning, those are the first people I spoke to when I came to Ehalakasa, and they were all very welcoming. And they were like, oh, come on, you know, anytime, you know, you can just come in. We have a space for you to express yourself anytime and, you know, any way you want. And it's been an amazing journey. I think Ehalakasa really embraced me. And sometimes they you know, they see something that even I don't see. So it's been a space that has really been like family for me. And the most beautiful people I've met in Ghana, I've met them through Ehalakasa. So it's been amazing. It's been an amazing journey. And I think me and Ehalakasa will go a long way. I'm not about to say goodbye just yet, but I think we're gonna go a long way.
Wow. Nice. All right, thank you so much. And so we are looking forward to adopting her as a full-blown Ghanaian. So one of the easiest way to do that is to find her, you know already. So for those of you who might be, you can send in applications. Yes, and let's see how best we can keep her stuck here in Ghana. Because I must say, her addition to the family has been a very good one. She has not just been a spectator, but she has been a citizen, of course. Yes, a very good citizen. She has been a key player, and somewhere last year, she together with the Fumwa and the current Halakasa Slam champion Twitter, they were on CTTV, and the remarks were just incredible. Yes, because she just came in and it lived in her already. So if it lives in you, just as it lives in her, please don't sit back and watch. Enter the field, be in the game, kick the ball. Yeah, man, that's what we are looking to make from you. Okay, I see. This is one information. I think we have a Chinese or a Japanese in the house. Zayomi, and also Aquile Patterson. Charlie, I see you. Long time. Yes. So today we are chilling with Dr. Ethelyn Echep, and just made about 2 pieces already. Yes, Mama Okeda says, I want to read the first book. So did you ever publish that book?
I did not. Interestingly, I think I got cold feet at some point. It was a play. It was a play that I wrote, and I got it edited by a couple of people. And that time I really wanted to be a writer. You know, I wanted to read literature, and my father was like, "So who has that one helped? Like, you know, what do you mean by you want to be a writer? It doesn't make any sense, you know, coming from where I found myself at the time." So yeah, I never published a book, so it's lying somewhere in Cameroon. So
okay, well, we look forward to now that you are a doctor and aspiring to be a professor and all, we look forward to having more publications and books from. And that said, as we welcome and share with us here, peace.
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Yes, I was saying as we welcome Nino and DVT, let's have you share your third piece with us.
Okay. So my third piece is titled The Fear I Dread.
Mm.
I am scared, afraid I'll be caught again in the cycle of breaking and remaking. I am afraid. Wondering if the ashes on my bones will continue to stay on even till after I am dying. As I watch the petals of my skin disappear in the embrace of contempt, I wish I went for therapy so I could cry the years of pain in someone else's ear, so my mind wouldn't remember the sad music my voice made for years. And now I hate to hear myself talk because I can't contain that broken bottle of a sound it produces. My voice carries too much pain. It bears the history I want to forget so badly. I wish our parents were not disciplinarian so I could tell my mom when that uncle molested me, but I dare not blame them. They raised a resilient, fine, beautiful woman, though admired. Resilience, a word I hate to hear because everyone thinks I can't break down, but my shadow can't bear these conversations anymore. Now I think I have multiple persons disorder so that on the good days I could put up a smile of chain bars like I am sane. But I am scared. Afraid he'd leave again, pulling out my soul in pieces. I am afraid. Imagining the years I will need to gather the shredded pieces of my soul. I am dying for having to love you to the extent that I love not having you around. A broken society, churning out broken people, leaving trails of loveless actions for tomorrow. How have we raised our children that they blame the devil at the slightest chance of immaturity? When she was abandoned with a pregnancy, they both contributed to. How have we raised our boys that they remain children even when they do the actions of men? How are we so comfortable in a broken society, too interested in our ego and letting go? She was only 16 when she had to be a single mother, and he was 35, still claiming he is but a child. How have women with children of immature men become single moms, and these men are allowed to go scot-free? Like how? No single dads or runaway dads or something of that sort. Please, let's just give them a name or something. I wish we went for therapy. Maybe we could live a little more and maybe enjoy the depth of our voices when we read a poem or share our experiences. I wish our promises were just as real as a man convincing a woman to allow just the tip. I wish our enthusiasm to responsibility was just a little close to baby. I won't put it inside, but it's a broken society full of broken people struggling to break other people. It's a society built on dreams of false hope. I am scared that I may be too afraid to live, that I may be too afraid to be different, that I may be too afraid to make a difference. I am scared that I am a woman, that I am a single parent.
These are one of those few pieces when shared, you struggle to find the words to describe because it weighs very heavy. But she tried to make it light by bringing that humor, getting to the end about trying to okay, I'll not go there. Otherwise, I need will start misbehaving. The fear I dread. Charlie, this year when I read, but the fear I dread, beautiful, heavy. And I realized you were sharing some very sensitive stories and all. Were they real? Personal, or you were standing as a third person?
Oh, it's personal. It's very personal. It's actually real.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And I salute you for the strength and audacity to still share. That was a very heavy piece. Very heavy piece. Let me see the comments that have come through. Yes. Okay, Nino says what? Santa Claus. I come late as usual. You have to repent this year. Then Mama Wakida says, I hate the word resilient too. Yes, mercy. DVT says, wow, so amazing. Well done, Echep. Nice. Nino says, I'm already there. Yes, we're all there for a moment, but we left there a long time ago. Says Zayomi. Okay, Zayomi. This is so emotionally deep. Yes, I agree. You just be shining our story. Yes. And we've had Mama Makida on this call before. And if you're present, you see why Mama Makida is saying she's shining our story, because she also identifies that same with similar incidents. And this is the bravery that poets exude. Not a lot of artists within the sphere of artistry are able to gather such strength to be and boldness to share such gory stories. But for you to even come up here to share, and I believe all of us picked something from it. And for you to go through all this and still come up here and still be a doctor, I don't want to use the word resilient, but you are truly resilient. For real. Thank you so much for sharing such beauty. And please, you can send in your questions through the chat box, and I'll be glad to read them. Yes, so please go to share the link. Still, all right, so let's have Echep share the next piece.
Okay. Thank you very much. It's another long night of insomnia, anxious about my deadlines, my life, my family, the uncertainty. I haven't written anything in over 2 months. And it also contributes to my lack of focus. They say stick to something long enough and you become a master at it. But I say be well-rounded any way you can. I grew up in Africa, precisely Cameroon, where there is nothing called specialization, where dreams are but a fool's bed forever, growling to taunt him in his 40s. Where I learned over 15 subjects by primary 6, and the only proof of my know-how was a heavy school bag, pulling every sense from my neck muscles, where a talent was not good enough to be a dream nor a career, where a talent was just a hobby and nothing beyond. Where writing was a lazy man's subject and a spectacle career for those that failed, where there was only one job: write a concours, get into ENS, or teach, even if you hate it. And we wonder why we produce mediocre youths whose dreams are drenched in fear. Keep at it long enough and you'll be sought after, true, but there's something called environment, a fertile, unfertile ground that propels your dreams to the skies. And no matter what you plant in the dead ground, the results are as good as massive load of fear. Afraid you'll never be good enough for the world, afraid you can't compete on a global scale, afraid that you're afraid that you just might never dream. But even in the toughest of soils have come the most resilient of plants, sprouting from every part of Africa, showing us that yes, we can be as confident. Yes, we can be afraid and still fight. Yes, we can feel less and still stand up. Yes, we can have no resources and still sprout. Yes. We can be in the longest season of drought and still bloom. Yes, we can. Keep at it long enough, just a little longer. I'm talking about living, breathing, smiling, trying. I'm talking about learning to live even when you're dead. I'm talking about learning to die so you can't be afraid. I'm talking about being and dreaming and living and breathing and smiling and trying again over and over, because though we are planted in magma and even on rocks, time makes way for possibilities. Cameroon or Africa or where you stand may be tough, but its people sure know how to bloom even in drought. So keep dreaming.
So keep dreaming. Yes, we can. Keep dreaming. In spite of the struggle, keep dreaming. In spite of the hustle, keep dreaming. In spite of the fact that you are broke, keep dreaming. Because that's one of the few things you don't get to pay for. Keep dreaming. And in this life, trust me, dreams do come alive. Yeah, so keep dreaming. Dream as big as you can. Keep dreaming. Wow, amazing piece. And that said, let me say salute to my brother Ferdinand, who just joined us. Nice. Yes, So let me mention, we've been having issues with our payment system and all. So when the link goes, you have to back on with the same link. That job, and we don't have that issue anymore. Thank you so much. But that was a very beautiful piece, uplifting, so solid, so solid. And yes, and let me. Oh yes, yes we can. Peter Sensation says, "Dope piece, Charlie," says Nino, and Peter Sensation again. Your pieces are inspiring. Yes, I do agree. They're inspiring. But how did you grow this wise? Because I remember you turned 30 last year. Yeah, and tell us for the secret.
I how did I grow this wise? I think they say keep at something long enough, right? And then you become a master at it. I think it's the same way where when we stay in our pain or in a crazy experience long enough, then we understand why we are there. Kind of. So I think it's live, it's growing, right? I think it's growing.
Oh, because I really, because every single line in every piece, living in a broken society, churning out broken people, like. So tonight, I beg, if you don't have your pen and paper around you, please do get it and record some gold nuggets. Yes, and DVT says we will keep dreaming despite the rocks on our way. Good one, lady. Yes, man, that was beautiful. So please keep the comments coming through. And you can also ask your questions. Yes. One is asking in a relationship, please, Wasempa.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you, Natty. I don't know.
Okay. Someone sent me a question, a message, the direct message, and his marriage is single, in a relationship. What his status is? So please.
Well, I'd say that if you want to ask me directly, just ask me. You don't have to say somebody sent you a message, though. But anyways, oh, somebody's looking at me weirdly. But anyways, yes, I am single. I am single and I am not in a relationship. I am not married, and I am also a mother. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Nice. She's single. She's also a mother and also a wise woman. So I beg, if you're interested, you know what? And that said, let me say Akwaba to Robertson's iPhone, who just joined us. Nice. So Akwaba to Robertson's. All right. So Helakasa is a family. If you like to join, feel free, send us emails. Get connected with us. More especially if you're an artist and you like to feature. Especially you see the handsome man in yellow looking like he's very innocent. You can get in touch with him anytime. It's that's his botanical name. So when you type it anywhere, you find him. To get in touch with Halakasa. And this happens each and every Friday right here on the streets of Zoom. Yes, and we do have other events also that we hold. On the 18th of February, we are having the lyrical orgy. Yes, you heard right. Yes, on the 18th of February. And also we have other events also lined up just for you. So please do what to connect with us and follow through. We also have on the 11th of March, we have what we call the She Slam. It's an all-female slam that we hold every year. So if you miss it, then you have to wait for a whole year. So please make sure you don't miss out on it. And we also have on 22nd of July, what we call Songs of Solomons. So like us how we play the double meaning of words. And in December, we have the Grand Slam coming through. So you get all those details very soon. All right, so let's have one more piece before we rejoin the feed. Thank you. Please.
Okay.
Please
I think Nati, please. I have 2 pieces to go, right?
Yes.
Okay. Please, if the call ends, please sign back again for the last piece, because it's the second to the last piece. All right. So we've been too serious. So let's go Nino's way. So this piece is titled "Walk with Me." It's not really Nino's way though, but they say that the darkness of our cruises is like light mountains to the masses, like grace that carries our incapacitation of possibilities. Light always finds us because we are bits and pieces of each other's light and darkness. And as you comprehend it, so you see it. Like ashes and bone and roses and beach sides, a tingle can hypnotize. Drawn out of the lonesome grinding of my trails with a rather inviting cradle into a cuddle of a lifetime. Stay with me, love, because I keep falling and falling into your trap mazes, caressing my heart in words too inculcating to my brain cells. But I'll ride with you into the stances of 5 seconds kisses and warnings of a lifetime. It's the heart that pulls and the purity that makes. You light up my life in a special way, and as I see you, you branch out in sparkles of star trails. It's a bump of inspiration and laughter, and this fire lights up beyond your darkness, because your darkness is a light to my dangling path, and your honesty a cold tar on my rough rides. I know that darkness is an incomprehensible light of pure love, and trees in the gateway to being free of ourselves. So I tell you, choose both, because I lie here in outer land waiting for your signal. Hold me again. So we would bath in this witcher's play, squeeze my chest so I can breathe through your lungs, kiss my cheeks again so we can seal this longing of a Spartacus play. Squeeze my hips and hear me whisper in moanings and groanings of sweetness gently. It's just a lingering thought. I love your complications, and your darkness mesmerizes my oasis of bravery. Your laughter caresses my brain into seizures of frozen and coerces my imagination in dimensions beyond the galaxy. Your innocence is a figment of your imagination, and with me, you come alive. My thoughts of your gaze awakens my sensual prowess that only traverses my dream space, limiting our reality to only 5 seconds of kisses over 48 hours of cuddles. So give me your hand in this moment to laugh and be grumpy in a minute. Let's hunt our edges and mark our trails. It's called living, and with you, it's worth the seconds. Ride with me on this latitude and get engrossed in this climax of I love you too. See you as I see you, because your darkness is your light.
Charlie, something to do people for the background there. I see. Charlie, I don't know. I want to hear Stephanie comments on that. I want to hear Stephanie's remarks on that piece.
She's running away.
Yes.
She's
So
running away.
Makida has a question, but I'll rather you answer it when we get back into. Okay, but no, I think we still have time. You can still answer it. She says, but before I answer it, let me read a comment that I've come to. Nino says, "God bless you, Ethelyn," because Nino is always gravitates towards such pieces. And Niobe goes like, "Goodness," as if he had just chewed on some hot pepper. Is it Obi? And Niobe says, "I need to turn on the AC because it's too hot in here, fam." I agree. And Peter Sensation says, "See you as I see you, because your darkness is your light." Bars, straight up. You know how we do it. That was classic. That was classic. Lyrical, organically classic. Yeah, man. And so to Ohima Makida's question, who is your favorite writer?
That's a hard one though. I don't really think I have a favorite writer. I think I like pieces of work. And strangely, I don't remember some names, but I love good work. I love good work. I think, Akida, I would probably send you the names of particular works that I like, but I love lots of writings, different writings and stuff like that. I don't have a favorite writer, but I like particular pieces.
Oh, okay, nice. All right, and Robertson's quick one. Robertson says, "I love the darkness, the darkest darkness." Ethelyn, Charlie,
the piece is even, it's even more than that. I had to edit it because I was submitting it somewhere for publications. I had to, kind of edit.
So you even took things out.
Yeah. I wrote the piece for someone.
Oh.
It was it's strange, but he was a very dear friend, or he still is a very dear friend. Uh, we had a really beautiful connection, you know, and we shared a lot. We shared a lot beyond just, you know, being friends and stuff. And I thought I should capture that in a, you know, I like to remember beautiful moments in a kind of fine way. So I wanted to capture that moment, you know, so I wrote the piece for him. Yeah.
Wow. 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 A million respect on that. Okay, someone is saying, David is saying something, saying I I asked someone to link me to her. Now I'd like to know who DVT is. Yeah, so if you like to get to know her, like get to know Ethelyn, Dr. Ethelyn, please do all to be at our events and you get to meet her. And it's a free world. Who knows? Who knows? Supernatural things happen anytime the saints rally. So in every space, be it physical, virtual, Charlie, anything could be happening, you understand? And we, Charlie, we are open to all. Robert, a story to be written about him too. Yeah, man. Yes, Charlie. Nice. So, Ethelyn, you have, I think, 2 friend requests at the moment. So,
Oh, okay. The friend
yes.
request is granted. It's granted. So we are
Nice.
already friends. All right. So
Nice.
I think, should I go forward with my last piece?
Yes. I wanted to ask to ask you a question. In that particular piece, and I can only imagine the relationship that you shared with that special one that inspired that particular piece. So if love, first of did you get my question?
Nati, your network isn't too good, so I really couldn't hear you clearly.
Oh, sorry about that. I was asking, based on the piece you shared, which was inspired by that special friend of yours and the relationship that you had, and I like the and I can only imagine the beauty that 2 of you enjoyed in that relationship for the time being that it was. So, if love was a color, what color would that be for you?
I think I've been asked this question before, and I think I'll go with the same answer. It's gray.
Great. I thought you were going to change it.
It would definitely.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Nice. So, and give you the chance to go back to that relationship, would you take it?
Given a chance to do what?
To go back into that experience.
Oh, you mean the experience that birthed the piece?
Yes.
I think the beautiful things always stay with us, and we relive them over and over, right? And most of the times it doesn't have to be happen physically all over again before you know it's happening, right? So there are things that how special it was to you, it keeps happening to you all over and over again. Just giving a thought at it, I mean, it's just, you know, so it's not like I don't think I would want to go there to have the same experience that birthed this. But I mean, there's more to life, right? And I want to see more. I want to know more. I want to explore more. I want to know.
Right.
Yeah.
Life is progressive. New paths to chart, new adventures to embark on, darling. New dreams to dream, or new dreams to sleep.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. So let's have Ethelyn share her last piece. I was hoping for more questions. Any more questions from you? Please feel free to ask any question. But now you are done with your PhD. What's the next step for you, if there is a next step you've already identified?
I think for questions like that, you know, you always have to give people a heads up, like, hey, I'm gonna ask you a very hard question, so maybe you prepare and come for the interview. Yeah, I mean, we are always anticipating finishing stuff. And then when we get to the end of it, we're like, oh shit, like this is getting over. Like, so what next? Yeah, and I honestly, I wish you didn't ask me this question. Because I could talk for 30 minutes and still I wouldn't answer your question. So
anyway, well, I respect that. We all get into that space. But I know whatever the next step is, it's still going to be beautiful. And it's going to be progressive. And that said, I say salute to my brother Kosivi. Kosivi is a smooth guitarist, man. If you need someone to celebrate you at your parties, even in your bedroom, anywhere, Charlie, Kosivi got you. And in Halakasa, we have such smooth operators like that, like New Music, you know, Mauko. We have Froggy, a saxophonist, you know, and even Nino, the artist, you need someone to come and draw you, Charlie, call on Nino. We have all these people. And if you need someone to bring you sweet, sweet fragrance, the one to look out for is Ethelyn. Echep, Ethelyn, together with, they have some amazing brands of perfumes. Let me just show you one that I got yesterday. This one right here, Brown Orchid. Yes, and the scent is amazing. So please know what to go. And they have a whole lecture on perfumes. I was surprised because you know they care like that. Like once you buy, you put a roll-ons or deodorant, they are just gone. But Charlie, they really educated me on the importance of perfumes and all, and it's a different world on its own. So please connect with Ethelyn, Echep. Connect. Don't just connect to be a friend. I'm talking to this one directly to DBT. To who else? Where that guy did? Robertson. Yes, directly to you guys. Not just connect, but as you connect to her, patronize her product, patronize her business, patronize her poetry, support the art. And she's on YouTube also, so please do all to support her. And please share with us the other social media platforms that you're on.
okay.
Yeah, so please share with us the other social media platforms that you can connect with you on.
The what?
The other social media platforms you are on.
Okay, I'm on Facebook as Ethelyn Echep. I'm on Instagram as Ethelyn Echep, YouTube as Ethelyn Echep. And I am on LinkedIn as Dr. Fochibe Ethelyn. Yeah, so.
I beg, say that with pride because you earned it. Yes. Nice. So you all heard. Yes. So salute from brother Ephraim. Ephraim is in the house. So Robertson is the same as Kosivi. Okay, don't worry, we'll buy. It's you buy. We are all witnesses. So I beg. Then and amazingly, the prices are really cool. Yeah, I thought you were going to say Charlie 500, 300. I will lie you. You know they reach 200 self. Yeah, serious. All right, so please link up. Yes, link up badly, bro. We'll be waiting for you. Okay, so let's have the last and anticipated piece.
Okay. So DVT, I'm gonna share my number so you can just send me a WhatsApp message. I will post that on the chat box. Send me a WhatsApp message. All right, so this is my last piece. Interestingly, I was trying to finish this piece around 5 o'clock today, this night. Before this, and I'm gonna sing a very short song. It's one of my favorite songs from Nina Simone. It's called Blackbird. And I'm gonna sing a different version that I heard in the movie for the piece, a very short piece. So this piece is titled Why You Wanna Fly. Why you wanna fly, blackbird? You ain't never gonna fly. So why you wanna fly, blackbird? You ain't never gonna fly. No place big enough for holding all the tears you're gonna cry. 'Cause your mama's name was lonely and your daddy's name was pain. You ain't got no one to hold you. You ain't got no one to care. No one to understand you. 'Cause nobody loves you anyway. So why you wanna fly? Why you wanna fly? So why you wanna fly when you are free? Freedom, maybe just a myth. Freedom, maybe just an illusion. Freedom, maybe just a cage of life's ordeals, making a mockery of my dreams. Freedom. What is the use of freedom to a bird trapped in its cage with the doors open wide? What's the use of freedom to a man locked in his mind? What's the use of a God if he doesn't know who he is? Freedom. It's been so many years of longing and trying and wishing and praying, locking our abilities in the cells of our minds, wishing a God would grant us a miracle. Shouting amen to jobs we are unqualified for, praying our lives away, forgetting he gave us the greatest ability to choose and create freedom. And the good book calls us princes and kings. What good is a king if he doesn't know who he is? Lost in the gullible words of our co-men, dying in fear of not fitting in, as if we're all made to be the hand. Why have we let ourselves be trapped in the cages of others, then pray to a God for freedom? You are free to be whoever you choose to be, but what use is freedom to a man caged in his mind? So why you wanna fly, blackbird? You were never gonna fly. So why you wanna fly, blackbird? Thank you.
Wow, that was such a blissful way to end a beautiful show. That was really amazing, and a million salutes to you, Ethelyn, Echep, for lighting up our evenings, and which we believe will extend into the weekends. Yes, and that said, this brings us to the end of another exciting event. But the link will not end. The record will be stopped, but we'll still hang around for like about 10 minutes, and let's a friend of mine will say, let's sociable before we leave. And Charlie, but this has been really beautiful. It's been educative. It's been wisdom shared. It's been healing, and it's been full of gold nuggets. Thank you so much once again. And with that said, let me say shout outs to all of you who just joined back in. Ohima Makida, salutes to you. Zayomi, I like your name. Salutes to you. Nino, my man. DVT, Kosivi, Ferdinand, Ephraim, who else? Yes, and all those who joined before, and Echep for holding us down. As always, thank you all so much. All right, so the link will not end now. We'll leave it for our